Hello, and welcome to episode 148 of the gojenn podcast. I am your happy hostess. You can call me Jen, gojenn, Jennifer, whatever makes you happy. It doesn't bother me. Not gonna be sad either way. So today is Sunday, March 11th, 2018, and all I really have is some owl progress. And for anybody who doesn't know, an owl is the 6 weeks to 3 months long project in the Harry Potter Knitting and Crochet House Cup on the wonderful website Ravelry. Excuse me. If you are not already a member of Ravelry, I really encourage you to go there. There are tons of free patterns, groups, message boards. It's just a wonderful place to be with other like-minded people who love knitting and crochet, weaving, and dyeing and spinning. It's all about the yarn. That's what it is. So, excuse me, I started my owl projects in January with the idea that they had to be finished by March 31st. So, seemed like March was very far away when I first got started. Now, not so much. But during this month, I have finished this sock. This is sock number 1 of a pair. And to be counted complete, you have to have 2 socks. So here is sock number 2. It is almost down to the toe. That pink line there is where the heel will go in. But when I get down to the toe, I'll do the toe, Kitchener it up, and be finished with that. And then I'll put in my afterthought heel, which is what I did on this sock. So where the pink line is where the heel will go. These socks aren't exactly the same, but they're pretty close. So if you see how close the stripes are, you can tell how close I am to the toe. Can't you? Hopefully, maybe. I just really have to finish this green, gray, and white section, and then go through the gray stripe and the white stripe, and it'll be time for the toe. So that's an inch, maybe, or less, right at an inch before I get to the toe. And I have until March 31st to get the toe in and the heel in. So it takes about an hour for me to do the toe, and then another hour to put the heel in. What takes the most time for me personally, being a not very good knitter, just a very average, slow knitter, is picking. Once I take this waste yarn out, I'll have to pick up all the stitches on both sides to put the heel in there. Because that's what I did here. You can tell that I had a line right there that I picked out and then knit that heel. So that's all that remains, mostly all that remains to be done on this sock. I'm excited. I don't know why I start talking to y'all, and then the frog wants to get in my throat. What's up with that? And I keep this in my lovely little flowered fat squirrel bag. This was one of my first project bags that I bought. I love watching the Fat Squirrel podcast. She's hilarious and entertaining and quite the knitter and spinner. So my other unfinished owl project is this. This is a basket, excuse me again, of granny squares. There are, I think, 14 or 15 squares that are full size, and then 5 squares that are made up of quarter squares that I'm going to just scatter throughout the blanket. I have not started joining these. I think I will today. I have decided on the, I can't think. It's something, the diagonal stitch join. It's on the Crochet Crowd website by Mikey Selleck, I believe. So I am going to be doing that, and that's just a matter of put something on the Netflix and watch, because it just is one of those things that takes time. It's not particularly interesting. It doesn't really hold your attention that well, so you just put the time in to get it done. I can do that. As far as my art projects this week, I have just not done very well. All I really have done is this, which is a coloring postcard that I'm going to be sending out tomorrow. And I love doing these. Your mind can just calm down so much while you're doing this. So I have some ATCs, which are artist trading cards, that need to go in the mail tomorrow. So after I work on the blanket for a while, when I get tired of that, I'm going to make some artist trading cards, or maybe vice versa, because I really need to get the trading cards out, whereas I have until the 31st on the granny blanket. So what have I been up to since last week? Well, basically knitting on the sock, and then making sure all of the quarter granny squares are joined into the big squares, so that I can now just go across the row and then join the rows together and then put a border on it, and I'm done. Yay, I'm excited about that. Also, my daughter's birthday was last Saturday, and she was scheduled to run a 5K, but it got postponed to this Saturday. So we had a dinner celebration of her birthday, and then the race was yesterday. And my mom and my sister came over, and my daughter ran the 5K, my sister ran the 10K, and my mom and I hung out. My husband came and brought the dogs, and we walked and talked and just had a good time waiting for them to come in. So, of course, my daughter came in first from the 5K, and then we all got together and waited for my sister. And then we just spent a little time together, and it's just so nice. If it's been a while since, you've gotten together, it's just so nice to get back in that and just be glad to be with each other and hear the silly stories and tell the same stories over and all of that good stuff. I am still on the Keto Diet, which is no carbs, basically, low carbs to no carbs, and then high fat and protein. And it's really strange for me, after umpteen million years of dieting, to say, you mean I can have full fat salad dressing after years of the non-fat, which tastes like crap. Low fat sometimes not so bad, but it's been so nice to have butter. Just no bread, no potatoes to put the butter on. That's my only problem that I've really come across. I'm enjoying salads for lunch and dinner most of the time, and then have a chicken breast baked and cut up on top of my salad, or some bacon crumbled on my salad. And by bacon, I mean a lot of bacon. I mean like 6 pieces. It's so good. That with dressing and cheese, taco salads with sour cream. I really have not had hunger pangs. I've had when my mind is telling me, there's some pistachios in that bag. You could get them out and eat them. So that's my brain telling me to eat instead of being hungry. I really am not hungry on this. And I've lost, they say, of course, any diet in the first bit, you're losing water. And because carbs hold on to the water in your body. So if there's no carbs, there's nothing holding the water and whatever. But I've lost and it's only been 2 weeks, and it's like 5 point something pounds. So I'll get on my scales and I go, really? Is that what it really is? It seems like it's too much. But I've been really happy with it, so I'm going to keep going. I've got some recipes, and I ordered some almond flour, which is almonds ground up. And, of course, it has no wheat or gluten in it, no carbs, or very, very low carbs. And I've got some recipes to make a pizza crust. And, you can put pepperoni on it and whatever. So, lots of cheese. I'm looking forward to doing that. And I've got a low-carb bagel recipe. I'm going to give it a shot, see how it goes. It's supposed to be good. You watch the videos and people go, wow, this is really good. I can't believe it. But then, I may not like it. And if I don't, I don't. We'll just see. But I'm going to try those this week, so I'll report back to you on that, okay? And if you're interested, you can just Google low-carb bagel, low-carb pizza crust, and these recipes are called fathead. I know I say that like I'm from the South. Fathead recipes, and they mostly use almond flour. Some use coconut flour. So we'll see. I'm enjoying it. I am missing my potatoes and bread, but not so bad. It's really good to have I enjoy salads. Lettuce, spinach, celery, cucumber, green pepper, cheese, nuts, berries, whatever. And I am having, for breakfast, I'll have full-fat Greek yogurt with 5 blackberries. And that's pretty much, they do suggest if you're going to do fruit, to do berries, because they're lowest, apparently, in carbs. So anyway, I'll let you know how it's looking next week. I think last week I told you I was reading The Police by Joe Nesbø, who is my Norwegian author, and the character is Harry Hole, and he is a detective, and I just adore the books. I finished the book Police, and now I am reading The Thirst, On my Kindle, I have Gateway to Four-Line by Pam Brundos, or Brondos. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. And it's good. I just haven't taken the time to read it. So we'll see. As far as anything else, I'm just rolling along. This week coming up, I'm working Monday through Thursday, and then my husband and I and our 2 dogs are heading for the beach to have just a little weekend getaway. And it'll be our first camping trip, I think, since like last October. So it's been a long while since we've been camping, and really looking forward to it. We have a Class C motorhome, which is the one that has the truck. It's not just like a truck bed on the back. It's built on the truck chassis. And we have the cab of the truck and then the whole rest of the camper. So we love it. Really looking forward to it, hoping everything's going to be fine. So we will be at the beach on next Sunday, which is when I would normally podcast. But I don't know what our Wi-Fi situation will be. The campground says we'll have Wi-Fi, but actually having it is another thing altogether. We'll just have to see how it goes. But that is next week, or this coming week. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your crafting, your art, whatever you enjoy. And until I see you next week, I wish you nothing but love and laughter.